Welcome back to ALW Collectibles. Today we're jumping into the world of the Yautja, into the world of the Predator. This time we're taking a look at the ultimate Predator, the Elder Ahab, or Ahab, however you want to pronounce that one. He's a NECA figure, and this is one of the most unique figures in my collection. Full disclosure, when I opened up the package, I accidentally pulled on it and I snapped a hose. You can see it broken right there. I do got to fix that. But just be very gentle with that. Other than that, figure's in mint condition. I'm always upfront and honest when something happens. That happened a while ago when I opened the figure. But there he is. Released in 2018. One of the most unique looking Predators, I've got to say, particularly because of the head sculpt. And for my previews on TikTok and Instagram, there's been a lot of questions about it. We're going to jump into that. But for now, let's take a look at everything that comes with this figure. You have an engineer's skull and spine. You've seen Prometheus, you know who the engineers are. An engineer's blaster. Really funky looking thing. You have his battle spear, and that thing looks really sharp. Silver, the handle, all in gold. He has his combi disc, which this one's opened. You have two sets of interchangeable hands. I don't know if we're going to be changing them out in this video. We'll see. They're pretty cool. And with this open hand, it's a little tight, but the disc does fit. If you set it in there, as I drop it on the ground. I don't know what's going to do it. Oh no, other hand. I'm sorry. That's why. There we go. There we go. That does fit on that hand. Doing that now because I don't know if I'm going to change the hands out yet. Next we have his plasma caster and base, which attaches to his back. And this is a standard base design. It looks really cool. His plasma caster is already pre-assembled in the packaging, is on him. Up and down, and then the plasma caster turns all the way around. And then you have his mask. And his biomask is exceedingly detailed inside and out. I thought this was really cool. Very unique design. Love the scratches, but then the internal work with the red eyes and all this detail work in here fits beautifully. And then we have Ahab himself, the Elder Predator, the elite Yautja hunter. And there is that head sculpt that has been questioned about. He does have one eye right here. He is missing a tusk on this side and no eye over here. It was molded like that. Looks fantastic. The figure itself is awesome. Like I said, here's that hose you got to be very gentle with. It attaches right here on the shoulder. You can see where it snapped. I didn't realize until after I took it out of the package it broke. So that was on me. Another accessory, though, real quick, is his gauntlet, which will detach from his forearm. As I drop his blades, it would not be my video if I did not drop an item. There we go. Back on. Comes with a necklace pre-installed. You got to be careful with the cape that goes around his neck. You got your biomet netting all over the body. Standard Predator armor. Bottom of the feet. Peg on mine were really tight. It took a while to get him to stand on a stand. Fur for like his loincloth all the way around with a metal cod piece. Another cable on the back to be wary of. This is a complete cloth cape. And there's a look underneath. Articulation we're going to be really gentle with. His head will spin all the way around. The only problem is you drag all of this stuff with it. So I'm not going to do it again today. So he does do a full exorcist. And the head will go up and down. Shoulder on this side will go all the way around. He does have bicep rotation. You open it up. Elbow bend. And of course, wrist rotation. And again, this side will do the same things. You're just going to run the risk of breaking these cables. His panel does open. He does have abdomen crunch. Slight raise. Okay. Whew, I can't speak. Waist rotation. Would not be my videos if I did not mess up some words. And he has very little hip front and back. He does have thigh rotation. He does have knee bend, which is pretty decent because it's supposed to be a double jointed, but the top one doesn't move that well. On my copy anyway. And then ankle. I'm going to armor him up real quick. Standard clip. Clip it on the bottom here. And then you're going to clip it onto that top peg. Bring his cape to one side so it sits like that. You're supposed to be able to clip this onto this. I've never been able to figure out how this gun clips onto his back. I've never been able to figure it out. Maybe one day I'll look up a tutorial because somebody else can teach me how to do it. So with this hand, he can hold the gun. Is he going to be able to do it today is the question. I don't even know where the hand... Oh, there it goes. I'm not going to interchange the hands because I've done that on so many videos. It's real easy. You just pop the peg. I showed you holding that. Prometheus spine, the engineer. You can hold on to that. His mask will fit on his face. Does clip on. Quite snug. When I'm displaying them, I like to have it in his hand because I think it's a very unique piece. This is usually how I have them, and this is how I have him on display currently. Just like that. Approximately, you can get them nowadays approximately for $90 versus $40 when I first got mine. So a little bit of an increase. A little bio on this one. The Elder Predator, an elite Yautja hunter, has become obsessed with the engineers. After a significant battle on LV-233, Ahab discovered cave paintings depicting the engineers that led him on a hunt for the ultimate prey of the universe as he sees them. And he's about to fall. Okay, we're going to have a little bit of an issue with that. So we're going to do this. He just does not want to be reviewed today. So ultimately, he is the engineer's worst nightmare. He wants to hunt them all. He considers them the ultimate prey. And the figure, really cool. I have not read the comics with him yet, so I can't really give you too much info. I've seen bits and pieces of them. Hopefully to read more myself. and learn more about this figure. But overall, I must give this figure at least a 9 out of 10 just for looks alone, because I think it looks really sharp. And on the shelf with the rust, it fits in. You can see like there's differences. You got straps on the armor down here. Most of them don't have that. The overall look is a little bit different than your typical Predator. So, really nice addition to any collection. Let me know in the comments what you think of this figure and what you think of Ahab himself. Hopefully I've been saying that right. If I'm not, someone can correct me in the comments. I'm not really sure how to pronounce his name. But this has been ALW Collectibles. If you like what you see, please hit that like button. Subscribe if you wish. Comments are always welcome. I want to say thank you to all the channel subscribers. I appreciate it very much. Many more videos heading your way, including a couple new Ninja Turtle ones. And as always, of course, more Transformers. Have a good day.